Castle Rock renewed for season 2. Hulu boss talks expanding Stephen King universe. So this one's from Variety. I will have this article linked in the description once this video is published and public, so you can go on there and read along. Also, there's quite a bit more in this article. It's a pretty long one. So they basically did like a whole interview with the boss of Hulu, Craig Erwick, right, or Erwich. So they did basically a whole interview with him. So that's all on the article if you want to go read that. But anyway, so big news, right? Castle Rock is renewed for season 2. Now I did review this I think 2 weeks ago, or no, last week. No, was it last week? Wow, I am forgetting here. I think, no, it was 2 weeks ago, right? Because that's when I did the Will Castle Rock be the best Stephen King adaptation, right? So, in that video, we did receive news that it would be an anthology series. So, that was confirmed, right? But what wasn't confirmed is that it was getting renewed, right? And I said at that point, I'm like, it's pretty much a given, but it's not confirmed yet. And this is pretty much the confirmation, right? This is it. So, it has been renewed for season 2. Here it is. Hulu has renewed Castle Rock for a second season. The anthology drama will return with a wholly original story in its second year. The streamer's senior vice president and head of contact, Craig Erwich, tells Variety. It was a deeply original idea from two of the world's greatest storytellers, and he's talking about, J.J. Abrams and Stephen King, I guess, right? Which he's probably not wrong. They probably are up there with the two of the world's greatest storytellers. For sure. And it was centered around something that's been beloved and familiar to many of Stephen King's legion of fans, which is the town of Castle Rock. So expectations were high to begin with, but it exceeded them, he says. The reaction from the variety of audiences has been overwhelming, and it seems to be one of the most talked about shows of the summer. Quite frankly, it's less about a strategy around anthologies and more about that's what this story demanded to be, he says. The beauty of Hulu is that we're not tied to any kind of shape or form. The creative can live in its best version, and the best version of Castle Rock was this. We have the ability to create a whole Stephen King experience, he notes. I think that will accumulate over time. So, big news with Castle Rock being renewed for season 2, yes. But the bigger news in this, to me at least, is Hulu's pretty much, he's pretty much saying, reading between the lines here, that Hulu is basically becoming a Stephen King paradise. Is pretty much what he's kind of saying here, at least what I'm inferring. Like, he's basically saying here, Hulu is pretty much, rolling with any Stephen King, thing that he wants to do. With shows and stuff. And he says, it create a whole Stephen King experience. Wow. I mean, and now I think he is generally talking about Castle Rock specifically, the series, but with the things like that being said, I mean, who says that another series or, another movie or another adaptation in general will not, be released by Hulu, right? So, anyway, some really good news if you're a Stephen King fan and if you like Hulu, which I'm pretty much both of those things. So this is really, really good news. And to see Hulu, pretty much, and it also says in the article a little bit later, I didn't include it here, but what was the wording of it? I'm not going to get the wording right, but he did say that Stephen King will continue like his role with Hulu, right? That relationship that they have for a long time, he said. So, to hear that Stephen King, not being held down by Hulu. That's not the right way to say it, but kind of being attached to Hulu right now and being able to have a platform where he can, basically broadcast his ideas or adapt his ideas to the screen is crazy to think about, and it's really awesome news for all of us fans. So, really great job here. Castle Rock definitely deserved a season 2, so I'm glad to see that it got it, or that it, I got an idea that it was going to get it, of course, but anyway, so we'll have to see. I think we have 4 more episodes of Castle Rock to go, 4 more weeks of that, and then we're done with season 1. Season 2 will be a wholly original story, so should be interesting to see, honestly, and I'm really looking forward to what it has in store. I really am. So anyways,